So hello everyone and welcome to Ur-Quan Masters with your host Kide. We are going to start this Let's Play completely anew for the fact that it has been a while since the previous beginning and I was never satisfied with my first episode of Ur-Quan Masters previously, as I had so many recording problems with it unfortunately, which was really a shame. So hopefully now I am able to get everything working smoothly and we can explore this space for a long time and discover the secret it holds. I really have wanted to play this game for quite some time now anyhow. So yeah, the credits started to roll now. We can listen to this music for a little bit at least before we will be starting the new game, so that I can say what I was going to be saying. So as previously stated, this Let's Play is going to be almost blind. I do know the start and do know of some of the first alien races we can meet, but overall I do not know how the game will proceed or the story it holds. I do know though that there is some sort of a timed event that would need to be done in a certain time period, but I have actually no clue what it is, so we shall see how far we actually will manage to get. But even though I enjoyed this credit music, I think we are gonna be starting the new game now then. So as said, this Ur-Quan Masters is made from the source code of the Star Control 2, and Star Control 2 was originally released in 1992. So it is a pretty old game. I have also bought the Star Control 2 from GOG, but I'd rather play this version because the GOG version at least does not have the voice acting at all with the alien races, which I nevertheless want to be included as I enjoy them. So I hope you guys will enjoy this adventure with me, and then there was the intro. There were many great battles, Earth and her partners in the alliance of free stars, against the evil Ur-Quan and its heresy of Battle Thralls. And the Ur-Quan were winning. Meanwhile, on the edge of the known frontier, an amazing discovery was made. Far beneath the surface of an unexplored alien world, a huge underground city, veiled with the technological wonders of an advanced alien race, the Precursors, who vanished 1,000 centuries ago. But then the main Ur-Quan fleet broke through the Alliance's defensive line, isolating the planet, stranding the scientists 100 light years away from Earth. They waited hopefully for a rescue vessel, which never came. "20 years have passed. We, the survivors of the research mission, have colonized this world. We continued our investigation of the underground city, and we have discovered its purpose. It is a factory. A factory for building starships. But there aren't enough materials to make a complete vessel. We can finish only the skeleton of one starship. But that must be enough. Because you must captain the vessel and return to Earth. To travel the great distance, you must push through into hyperspace. Find out what has happened over these many years. Tell Earth of our plight. And if the war with the Ur-Quan still rages, fight for Earth and the Alliance as well as you can. So here we are then. Here's our ship. Our name is Chelnik and we are a captain in a ship named Windigator. So let's head to Earth. This is definitely the solar system. And at least I feel like I'm able to manage the ship a little bit better than I used to originally, and then I successfully actually failed to go into the Earth. Oh well, it happens. Nah. Okay, good. And red dot.
Attention, interloper. Heed this recorded message. This drone vessel speaks with the voice and authority of Ur-Quan. You are trespassing within Ur-Quan space. This world, Earth, may not be approached for any reason, nor will hostilities against our orbital platform be tolerated. In addition, your ship does not respond to standard hierarchy identification transmissions, and is therefore deemed to be independent. This is not permissible. Only subservience shall be tolerated. This drone now leaves to inform the Ur-Quan of your transgressions. You are commanded to remain here and await the arrival of the Ur-Quan. Disobedience will be punished.
This does not exactly sound good. I would say not exactly good. Oh well, Earth doesn't really look like Earth either. It's red. But it is definitely Earth. We cannot scan it. We cannot basically do anything here. But it is Earth, but we cannot land there. So I suppose we're gonna be going in this apparently starbase.
Attention, unidentified space vessel. I am Starbase Commander Hayes of the slave planet Earth. Our hyperwave broadcast is extremely weak. Situation critical. Energy cores exhausted. Scanners and deep radar are non-functional. We cannot identify your vessel. Are you the scheduled hierarchy resupply ship? Repeat. Are you the resupply vessel?
No, we are not. I could be asking them that slave planet, high rushes, resupply vessel, what is going on here, but I'm not gonna be doing it, so no, this is the starship Windigator, but we stand ready to assist you.
The starship what? Never mind, look. We won't last much longer. Here's our situation. According to our Oath of Fealty to the Ur-Quan, we must maintain the starbase, but we have no space vessels of our own, and the shield prevents us from contacting Earth, so we're totally dependent on the Ur-Quan supply vessels for everything we need up here. We know there's a hierarchy base on the surface of the moon, but we can't contact them. The Ur-Quan were supposed to resupply the base at regular 5-year intervals, but we haven't received anything in almost 8 years. What we don't recycle, we can usually synthesize, but to do so we need replacement radioactives for our generator energy cores. If you could bring us some radioactive elements, we can fabricate the cores ourselves. Are you willing to help us?
Of course. We could also ask, where can we find the radioactive elements you need?
The fastest way to get radioactives in this system would be to land on Mercury and scour the surface for deposits of radioactive elements. But be careful. Mercury's a pretty inhospitable place. Watch out for earthquakes and those high temperature areas.
You don't say. We will leave now to find the elements you require.
Thanks, I'll make sure to mention this the next time I talk with our masters. I'm sure they will reward you.
I wouldn't be that sure of it, and please do not mention us. The throne already was kind of, well, not too pleased of seeing us here. So really would prefer not to be mentioned. I'm just helping you out of the goodness of my heart. I do not need any rewards. Okay, well, let's head to Mercury then nevertheless. This time around at least I was able to actually go to Mercury straight and not pass it. But okay, here we go. Landing to Mercury or being in planetary orbit, so to speak. Scan. Mineral, no energy signs, and no biological signs. So let's dispatch our little lander so that we can gather some of the resource here and hopefully not burn miserably. On the right side you can see the little ship below the big ship when we have dispatched this unit. There's that red area on the left side of that ship, which basically means that when it's completely full then you cannot gather more resources until you come back up, and then you can send the landliner down again. The green dots are the crew members going into this mission. And, well, if you lose all the crew members in this ship, like we lost now 2, then you basically go and lose the landing ship. Okay. Well, still some gathering to do, or quite a lot actually. Okay, again full. Well, slowly but surely we're gathering up the resources we need. Even if it takes some amount of time. Earthquakes. There's those fires because it's so hot, and earthquakes then as it's tectonics. Here also you can see the what kind of different gravities it is. It has like a tectonics class 3, so it's not even very bad tectonics. There are, I don't know how high tectonics there can be, or those weather elements, but at least there can be level 8, so that is already quite bad. Okay, Mercury is pretty much empty now, emptied completely. So let's get back to Earth, or actually I think that I will try to see about visiting Venus quickly in the meantime, even though it's probably not a good idea because it's very dangerous, but I kind of just want to try to see if I could gather some more minerals already, and this is a damn dangerous place, so we'll see how this will go, but I would like to get at least something. At least something from here. Alright, let's try to get at least something from this place. I want to get as close to that mineral as I hopefully can. Ooh. Well, that went relatively well. We only lost 3 of our crew members. Weather is here class 8, so yeah. That is a lot of lightning you're going into. I suppose I could try once more. Maybe. I don't know if it's actually a good idea, so suppose we should not do it. Maybe later, maybe. Probably not though. So let's head to the Earth then and bring them some of those radioactives, so to speak. Here we do not go, okay. Fine. Fine. Don't you? Oh well, finally got in here. And then to Starbase. I thought I had gotten better.
Did you find any radioactive elements for our power cores?
And yes, we are ready to transfer radioactives.
We're initiating transfer of radioactives, Captain. Now, as soon as our engineers can refit the energy cores, that's much better. Power ratings are climbing, life support is coming back into the green. Deep radar systems and sensors are now online, and I can scan your vessel. What the hell kind of ship is that? Just who are you, Captain?
Well, I think I already said it before, but I could also ask some explanations, so I suppose we could do that. I need you to explain a few things.
Okay, what do you want to know?
So, to begin with, what is the purpose of this starbase?
Ur-Quan slave law requires that we maintain an orbital space platform to assist hierarchy vessels which are in need of repairs or fuel. Since the shield around the Earth cuts us off completely from the planet, we're dependent on the Ur-Quan resupply ships for our non-renewable resources. The resupply vessels are supposed to arrive every 5 years, at which time the Ur-Quan somehow penetrate the shield and exchange those of us up here with replacement personnel from the surface.
Interesting. So what is that strange red glow around Earth?
When the Alliance lost the war, the Ur-Quan gave Earth a single choice. Join the hierarchy as Battle Thralls and fight for the Ur-Quan to enslave other sentient species, or become fallow slaves and be forever imprisoned on a single world encased in an impenetrable energy shield here on Earth. We choose not to fight for the Ur-Quan.
Well, I think that's a good choice. So where are the Ur-Quan now, anyways?
Soon after the Earth accepted the Ur-Quan's Oath of Fealty, they departed, leaving behind a battle group of Spathi and Ilurath ships based on the moon.
So, Commander, what was that red, fast-moving object in orbit around Earth that we met when we came here?
That was the Ur-Quan security drone that keeps an eye on us. Captain, what happened to the spy drone?
I meant a different red thing. Oh well. When we approached, it transmitted a warning and warped into hyperspace.
Oh no! Right now it's probably cruising through hyperspace heading right towards the closest hierarchy outpost. When the Ur-Quan find out that you're here, they're gonna send a combat fleet instantly.
Well, I can't do anything about it now. I didn't know that there would be something like that in here. But yeah, I am Captain Selden of the starship Windicator. We are the survivors of a star control science research team to the Vela star system.
Star Control science mission, huh? Captain, I served as a Star Control officer during the war aboard several cruisers in the Coreward Front. And if there'd been any scientific mission to Vela, I would have heard about it.
The mission was highly secret. Isn't this kind of a wrong way to say it? I would think it's highly secretive. So let's say the mission was highly secretive.
You know, come to think of it, there were some rumors that Corridor 9, the Special Operations Division of Star Control, was directing some hush-hush operation near Androsynth space. The Vela star system, yes, that would be the right direction. So, Captain, if you say it's true, how do you explain that huge alien starship you're flying? And why are you here? What do you want from us?
Well, I would think it would be kind of obvious, but we have returned to Earth to give you the technological secrets of the Precursors and to help you fight the heresy.
Fight the Ur-Quan. Win back our freedom. I remember having such thoughts myself once, long time ago. That was in the first years after the defeat, when it was still terrifying to look up and see the bloody glow of the pulsating slave shield overhead. Though day and night we gazed up at the impenetrable wall as though the sheer power of our hatred would pull it down. But over the years I spent so much of my time struggling, down on the surface, under the shield, and then later up here trying to keep the station alive, that I'd forgotten what it means to be free, to hate our Ur-Quan Masters. And now here you are, in an alien ship of unknown power, offering me your assistance to fight against the hierarchy again after all these years. Captain, your offer is intriguing. It's tempting to think that with your advanced Precursor technology we can somehow crack the Earth's slave shield and reassemble the Alliance to attack the hierarchy. And this time, win the damn war. Consider the consequences if you should fail. The Ur-Quan won't just punish us here on the station, they'll exact a gruesome retribution on the surface below as well. Before I commit this station to helping you attack the Ur-Quan and accepting the risk of annihilation if we are defeated, I have to make sure that you and your ship have what it takes to oppose the hierarchy. I'll make you a deal. If you can eliminate the alien base on the moon and get rid of that threat at least, I will seriously consider your offer.
Okay, it sounds pretty good. So, What details can you give us about the base on the moon?
After the Ur-Quan erected the slave shield around the Earth and established this space station, they decided to leave a contingent of combat ships close to the Earth to keep watch on our planet and confirm that they were obeying the Ur-Quan slave laws. I'm certain they're still out there on the surface of the moon because we can pick up a constant stream of alien broadcasts.
So we shall go now and neutralize the base.
Be careful, Captain. There are probably a dozen Spathi Ilurath and Ilurath Avengers down there on the lunar surface. I don't know why they haven't come after you yet, but when they do, you'd better have your weapons armed and your thrusters burning hot.
Oh well. Thanks for the warning. Thanks for the warning. Well, let's head to moon then. Here we are. Let's scan. Some minerals, there's one energy sign, and then there's some biological signs. So let's go and investigate that energy sign first of all. Interesting. Those robots don't seem to be doing anything. Report from surface. We have discovered an alien base and have explored its interior. The installation must have been abandoned many years ago, but great care has been taken to make it appear active. Life support systems are functioning, fusion generators are at full output, and robotic construction vehicles have been programmed to roam the lunar surface, bulldozing moon dust into random piles. In addition, we have found the installation hyperwave locked in transmit mode, endlessly playing the same alien recording. Although we cannot translate the message, our Xenotech ensign Ripley believes the message is some kind of alert or mayday broadcast. That's interesting. The base is filled with useful materials and equipment. We will scavenge as much as we can and bring it aboard immediately. End of report. Okay, so that's nice. Well, let's go and gather some of these resources too. I suppose we can pretty much leave those robots be. They're just bulldozing piles of moon dust over, so really not danger, and we don't get anything from them, so let them be. And I suppose someone has to do the dirty job of bulldozing useless moon dust over and over and over again, I suppose. Okay, well, let's gather the rest of the resources from here. There's only that one little area left, so not that much. And then let's go and head back to Earth. So exit, navigate. Well, at least we have good news. We eliminated the threat in Moon. Yeah, sure. That's kind of weird. Have you dealt with the base yet? He was trying to say, but I somehow skipped it. So we found the base, but it was abandoned years ago.
I'll be darned. All these years we've been listening to their incoherent broadcast, and we never even guessed. Captain, listen closely. Long-range sensors show a ship closing on this station fast. Our computer identifies it as Ilurath, Avenger class. I think you've got a fight on your hands, Captain. Your best bet is to wait until you have point-blank range. Captain, it's jamming our signal.
I can notice that. Oh boy.
By the fetid breath of the Dark Twin Kazan, a human and an alien starship. How fascinating.
Fascinating.
When I intercepted that Ur-Quan drone and learned that an unidentified starship had approached Earth, I never expected to find such a remarkable vehicle in the hands of a human. Humans are prey animals, weak and helpless.
Also, you weak.
But here is a human in an armored starship, and therefore in direct violation of the Oath of Fealty. I am sure our masters, the Ur-Quan, will punish Earth most severely for this treachery when I present them with the twisted wreckage of your ship and your many charred corpses.
That doesn't sound very pleasant. Look, let's be reasonable. I don't think they're gonna be reasonable. So then there's surrender, or... I just want to ask them a question. Where the hell did you come from?
Since you will soon be dead, I will gladly explain. We have spent many years gleefully preying on the Patunka. They are a pitiful, easily killed species. And we would have continued in this divine worship of Dogar and Kazon, but we required additional crew members and repairs to our cloaking device. So we departed the Jiglass constellation and set course for home. But before we had reached our region of space, we detected the passage of a nearby vessel, the Ur-Quan drone. It informed us about you, so here we are. And now, you die!
You die! Hopefully not. Hopefully not. So, let's hope for the best and be afraid for the worst. Okay, turn, please, quickly. At least it's still far away. Point blank shooting, and we managed to win.
What a beautiful sight, Captain! I haven't seen an Avenger blown away like that since the battle in Draco. I guess you've shown that you can handle yourself in battle, Captain. So my last reservation about helping you has been dissolved. I will commit this station to helping free Earth and defeat the Ur-Quan. We may get our atoms rearranged in the process, but by God, Captain, we're going to try. So the obvious first step is to get the Precursor equipment and software over here so that we can make it work with our ship repair fabricators. But then what, Captain?
Well, this one is fun. Trust me, Commander, I have a plan. A really good plan, but for now it must remain a secret. Nah. Kick some major bot, alien bot. We will slowly build our strength, unify an allied starfleet, and bring the Ur-Quan to their knee equivalents.
A sensible plan, Captain. Let's get to work. Good luck. By the way, Captain, I think we need a name for this new alliance we're going to forge. And since it was your idea, it's only fair that you get the honor of naming it. So, what will it be?
The Empire of Selnik is fun. This would be a little bit boring to have just a new alliance. So I suppose I'm gonna be going either with this or with this. Let's go with the Coordinates of Alien Nations.
Very well, from this day forward, we're the Concordance of Alien Nations. Now, Captain, I expect the configuration process for the Starbase to take at least 2 weeks, so let's get to work.
Alright, great.
I have good news to report, Captain. We have successfully integrated the Precursor technology from your ship into our fabricator system, and as you can see, we've already begun minor repairs on your ship, patching up some of the micrometeorite holes. We noticed that your ship does not have an emergency warp escape unit, so our engineers rigged up some for you and each of your escorts. Now, you should be able to escape from a bad situation with the touch of a button. But there is a cost, however. The unit gulps up 5 fuel units each time your Precursor ship uses it. Also, we now have a limited capacity to make modifications to your ship, to refine starship fuel, to build additional combat ships, and to train new members of your crew for the flagship and any ships you acquire for your fleet. Captain, I know you're eager to get to work, so I'll be brief. If you have any questions how this starbase works, what resources we need, or just some background information on the galaxy, don't hesitate to ask.
I kind of wonder how that escape button works. I at least don't know what it would be. I wonder if it's the same button as you can use the shift that you can use to escape with the lander or whatever it is called, which can gather those resources on planets, but I'm not sure. That would be very useful if you can really use it well, so... Well, let's at least ask something. So, before proceeding, I need some additional background information.
Certainly, Captain. What do you need to know?
I suppose we could be asking first of all about these facilities in here, so would you elaborate on your facilities here at the Starbase?
We can modify your Precursor ship, build additional combat vessels, and supply you with fuel and crew.
Alright, sounds good. So what can you do to enhance and modify the Vindicator?
Our engineers and Precursor specialists agree with the scientists from your world that your starship was designed to be a workhorse vehicle, which can be easily reconfigured for different missions by adding or swapping self-contained equipment packs, which we call modules. The modules we can build right now are thruster units, which make your ship move faster, attitude jets, which allow you to rotate the ship more quickly, crew pods, which provide life support facilities for up to 50 additional crew members, storage bays, which increase your ship's cargo capacity for mineral resources, fuel tanks, which hold an additional 50 units of fuel, dynamos, which feed energy into your combat energy batteries, improving your weapon's rate of fire, and last but not least, ion bolt guns, combat weaponry, the exact function of which depends on its location aboard the ship. When put in the first or front module slot, it fires a single shot forward. When put in the second slot, it fires 2 shots, spread to the left and right of center. When put in the third slot, it fires 2 shots directly left and right, and when put in the last or rear slot, it fires a single shot straight backwards.
Sounds good. So how will I get fuel for the Vindicator? We certainly need more, we only have 3 at the moment.
This base is designed to serve as hierarchy ships. Fortunately, your flagship uses the same stabilized antimatter technology as hierarchy vessels and will be able to synthesize what you need. However, due to the size of your ship, we'll have to produce vast quantities of fuel, which will be a substantial drain on our resources.
I can believe that. So how can I assemble a fleet of fighting ships?
Our shipyard facilities are sophisticated and fully automated, permitting a handful of Starbase personnel to do the same job as 500 vac-suited construction workers. However, the only designs that we had in our computers were incomplete hierarchy ship designs. Things looked grim until one of the officers came forward with an amazing story. Even though the Ur-Quan destroyed every Earthling cruiser in the fleet nearly 20 years ago, one of my maintenance engineers was a starship production assistant at the Detroit shipyard. When Earth was conquered, she was ordered to destroy all ship construction databases. But she secretly made copies of the blueprint discs and then kept them with her ever since. These discs contain all the data we need to build as many Earthling cruisers as you want, provided you, Captain, can supply the large amounts of mineral resources required to build those vessels. In theory, Captain, we could build alien starships here if we had designs for them. However, it's a well-known fact that alien vessels just can't be flown in combat without native starship captains at the helm.
Okay, well, good to know. So how will we acquire additional personnel for my ship?
We have almost 2,000 highly motivated, skilled professionals aboard this starbase, and every single one of them wants a berth aboard your starship. However, each hand we lose to your ship means less manpower here at the starbase, and this is reflected in the crew RU cost. As long as you don't lose too many crew members to combat or planet exploration, the RU cost will remain static. But we have only so many warm bodies on this starbase, and if your needs for crew grow beyond a certain point, the cost could increase dramatically.
Alright, it's very understandable. So would you please explain your resource allocation system?
As you know, Captain, we've committed the entire output of this station to building your flagship and your battle fleet into the strongest force possible. However, our resources are very limited, and we feel you must decide how we are to spend our effort and materials. To aid you in making these decisions, we have implemented a resource allocation scheme. We provide you with a numerical assessment of the station's resources and ascribe a cost to each task we can perform and each device we can build. It's up to you to decide how you're going to spend your resource units, or RU as we call them. To acquire more RU, you must bring resources back to the starbase. These resources can be either in the form of mineral ores gathered from planet surfaces or already refined metals and other valuable materials from the wreckage of enemy starships.
Alright, so what kind of resources are most useful to our mission?
The most straightforward way you can accumulate resource units is to bring mineral ores back to this starbase. There are probably enough resources in just the nearby dozen stars to build your ship into a powerful battleship or to create a strong task force of combat vessels. I would also recommend that you build several additional storage bays. When gathering minerals, focus on cleaning out one star system at a time. This way you minimize the cost of travel through hyperspace.
Alright, will do. So, what use are our planet lander's sophisticated lifeform analysis features?
While I respect your search for abstract knowledge, frankly, Captain, in our present circumstances, I see little use for such data here. Perhaps you can make use of biological information elsewhere.
Alright, fine. So you have answered my questions on this topic.
What else can I tell you?
I think I'm not gonna be asking anything more right now. I'm planning to go and... No, thank you of any additional information right now.
Fine. Is there anything else you need?
No, thank you. See you later.
We shall await your return, Captain.
Good. So I was thinking that I will outfit my starship ready to get going next time that I will begin to play. So first of all, I think we could buy some more crew for our vessel. If I just manage to press the right button. And okay, that's good. I'm not gonna be buying a new land or that kind of a starship. And actually...
I'm at your disposal, Captain.
Okay, good. But I think we actually have some minerals to offload, so let's do that as well. Yeah, pretty nice amount overall.
Not a bad job, Captain.
Good that you're happy.
Bring back lots of minerals, Captain.
Will do, after we are just equipping our ship a little bit more. So then we go to the outfit starship. And first of all, fuel. Loads and loads and loads of fuel. So we can actually travel somewhere in some different places. Okay, that's all we can have. Then some modules. And I am inclined to be buying some turning jets and some more speed for our vehicle, so antimatter thrusters. And we can have at least one more thruster if we want. And what else would I like? Do I want more turning jets, or... I don't think I'm gonna be buying anything else than just movement for now. Of course we could buy more crew, but... well, not that, but we could get a fuel tank, but... I don't think we are gonna be leaving our solar system just yet, so I don't think we need it just yet. And the storage page should be enough too, so let's just buy, well, maybe one more speed would be nice. So then we are ready to head out next time around. But now then we can be saving the game, and I will see you guys next time in Ur-Quan Masters.